Today we're going to learn about line plots. The learning goal is I can create a line plot from a given set of data. What is a line plot? A line plot is a number line that shows the frequency of data. How are line plots useful? Line plots are useful because they help organize data. The organization makes it very easy to visualize the data. Make sure when you make your line plots, they're neat and organized. Here's an example of how they created a line plot. Listed below is the amount of time in minutes that it took for students to run a mile. It says to draw a line plot, then answer the following questions. So when you look at the data, I usually find the lowest number, which is Henry, which is a 6, and then I usually find the highest number in the set of data, which is David, which is 11. So I draw my number line. I create even intervals as best as I can. I'm going to trace over theirs. This is what you would do. Okay, then I'm going to start with 6 and go to 11. You could make the number line bigger if you had more room, but you need to make sure you include the numbers 6 through 11. Okay, then I'm going to go and put an X above each of the numbers. So above Ben, for Ben there's a 10, so I put an X above the 10. Then for David, 11, X above 11. Jill is an 8. Go to the 8, I put an X. Jackie's another 8. Chelsea's a 10. And Greg is a 7. Oh, looks like I skipped Henry. Henry was 6. Okay. Again, make your line plot as neat as possible. Next, we're going to answer these questions. Notice the answers are there already. How did they find the range? Well, they took the highest number, 11, and subtracted the lowest number, 6. The mode were the number or numbers that occurred the most. Given the line plot, it's really easy to see that 8 and 10 have the most X's above them. So our mode is 8 and 10. The median is the number in the middle. Well, there were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces of data. So the middle number would be the 4th piece of data. There would be 3 pieces of data before the median and 3 pieces of data after it. So if I'm counting to find my median, 1, 2, 3, this would be the 4th piece of data. Even if I was counting from the other direction, 1, 2, 3, the median would be that X right there. The 4th X, no matter how I'm counting. So the median is 8. It's this number here. It's not the 2 X's. It's actually the number 8 that X represents. Finally, to find the mean. The mean is the average. Be careful now when finding the average. You're going to add together 6 plus 7. Notice there are 2 8s. There are 2 X's above the 8. So I'm going to simplify that and say plus 16. Then there's 2 X's above 10. I'm going to simplify that and put plus 20. And then there's 1 X above 11. I'm going to add those up, and then I'm going to divide by 7 because there were 7 X's that I added together. Even though here I'm only showing 5 numbers, I have to remember that I added up 7 numbers. So when I add up the top, I get 13, 29, 39, 49, 59. It looks like 60 divided by 7. And we rounded it to 8.57. Now it says, which measure of center would you choose that best describes this data? and why. For this set of data, the mean is the best measure of center that describes the data. The mean is a representative of most minutes. Okay, so again, because the data, there isn't really any high numbers or any really low numbers, the mean would be the best way to describe it. Notice though, the mode isn't bad, the median isn't bad either. The range is not a measure of center, so I'm not going to choose the range. Now you're going to do the your turn on the next page, and we will go over those in class together. Good luck.